Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Prime Puzzles. Today's episode will be slightly fun, hopefully. Let's get into it. Four students named Ajay, Bhushan, Chandru, and Dinesh appeared for NAT 2020, the entrance test for prestigious National Institutes of Management. The test consisted of four sections, namely section 1, 2, 3, 4, each consisting of 100 marks. The following partially filled table gives the information on the ratio of marks scored by Bhushan, Chandru, and Dinesh in the four sections to the marks scored by Ajay in those respective sections. So what it basically means is the score of Bhushan in section 2 to score of Ajay in section 2 is in the ratio 19:17. Similarly, score of Chandru in section 3 and score of Ajay in section 3 is in the ratio 18:23 and so on. Okay. So let us make a table. First column will be name. First column will be name. Second column will be score in section 1, score in section 2, score in section 3. I need one more column for final summation. Okay. So this is for the first kid. This is for the second kid. This is for the third kid. I get one for the fourth kid. I need one more row for the overall summation. Okay, I'll write it at the top. So I've got section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4, and sum of each of the students. Name of people are Ajay, Bhushan, Chandru, and Dinesh. Now see, given that all the information is in ratio form, go ahead and write it in ratio form right now using whatever variables you can. So Bhushan and Ajay in section 2, that score is 19:17. So if this is 19x, this is 17x. Okay. Now for section 3, Chandru's score is 18. So this is 18y. This is 23y. For section 4, we have the precise scores available. So he has 11z, 13z, 12z, and 7z. So altogether for section 4, we have 43z. I'll write it here. 43z. Okay. Cool. Let's work forward. Next is the following partially filled table gives the information on the ratio of marks scored by the four students in sections 2, 3, 4 to the respective marks in section 1. So Ajay in section 2 and section 1, the ratio is, I've used up this, so 5A is to 3A. And at this time, hopefully you can see the maximum marks of the test was 100. Score of Ajay in section 2 is a multiple of 5 and is also a multiple of 17. The only way it works is it is a multiple of 85, or it is 85. Therefore, now I also know score of Ajay in section 1. I also know score of Bhushan in section 2, which should be 95. These are precise scores identified now. Now, Bhushan's score in section 3 to Bhushan's score in section 1 is 4:3. So if this is 4B, this is 3B. Okay. Next, I have Chandru's score in section 2 is 13C. So here it is 9C. Okay. Next, I have Dinesh's score in section 2 to section 1 is 15. Okay. 15 what? 15D to 8D. And we also have 5:3. So if this is 5E, this is 3E. Now, wonderfully well, can you see now section 1 for D? Section 1 for D is a multiple of 3 and 8. is a multiple of 3 and 8. So it has to be a multiple of 24. 24K. So this 8D has become 24K. So 15D will become 45K. 3 has become 24K. So 5E will become 40K. Okay. Basically, in terms of ratios, everything that we potentially could know is known by us. Let us get to further instructions. Further, it is known that total marks scored by Ajay, Bhushan, Charu, and Dinesh in the 4 sections taken together are 305, 333, 266, and 267 respectively. So these numbers will go somewhere here in this summation, in this column. It is known that the marks scored by the 4 students in each of the 4 sections are natural numbers. Yes, of course. The sum of the marks scored by the 4 students in one section is 328. Okay, so one of these sections gives me 328. 328 is how much? 41 into 8, no? So 41 into 8. Okay, so 43Z cannot be 328. Okay, the sum of marks obtained by 4 students in no other section is a multiple of 8. Okay, nowhere else do we get a multiple of 8 apart from 328. We don't get a multiple of 8 anymore. Similarly, the sum of marks scored by 4 students in one section is 301. Okay, if it is 301, the sum of marks scored by the 4 students in no other section is a multiple of 43. This is interesting. We know sum of marks scored by students in section 4 is 43Z. Is 43Z. That is a multiple of 43. So this has to necessarily be 301. And 301 divided by 43, 287. It is 7 times. So the score here is 77, 91, 12Z. So 84, and finally 49. These scores are known. Now for Ajay, you have a lot of information. So I have 51 plus 85, 136. 136 plus 77. 136 plus 77. So 64 plus 13. So Ajay currently has a total of 213. And he also has 23Y. Now, among the scores that are possible, all you have to do is, can you see this entire score now is a multiple of 23 plus 6. It is a 23n plus 6 kind of number. 23n plus 6 kind of number. So among the options, I have to see if there is just one 23n plus 6 kind of number, or if there are multiple cases possible. Let me check. 305, 230 gone. 230 gone. Then I'm left with 75, which is, yes, this is a 23n plus 6 kind of number. 333, 28 more, no. 266, 230 gone, left with 46. This is a multiple of 23 itself. No, 230 gone, 36 left. This is a 23n plus 13 kind of number. And this is 267, 23n plus 14 kind of number. Okay, so this has to be equal to 305. Basically, I'm using a little bit of number theory to get to my result, which tells me 213 gone. So 5 gone. So 23y is equal to 92, or y is equal to 4. If y is equal to 4, here I will get how much? 92. And this 23y will also help me get this. This is 72. Okay. 2 numbers we have identified. Our life is happy. Okay. Another thing that we can potentially see is for D. For D, look at this. 45, 40 is 85, 85, 109. I have 109K plus 49. I have 109K plus 49. So basically, I have to see if I deduct 305 is already allocated. This is 305. Among the remaining 3 numbers, I have to see. If any of them can be equal to 109K plus 49. So 109 into 3, if I put 3, it will be 327 plus 49 will be much greater than, so that is not possible. So K has to be 2. 109K plus 2 is 218. 218 plus 49 is 267. So this has to be 267. This is also gone, and k is equal to 2. So this is 80, this is 90, this is 48. Okay. Let's see. What else can I work with? What else can I work? Oh, for C also I can work. I have got 22C. I've got 22C plus 72 plus 84, so 144 plus 12, so plus 156. What can this be equal to? 22C plus 156, it cannot be equal to 333 because that is an odd number. This has to be an even number. So this is equal to 266, or C is equal to 5. This also I got. If C is equal to 5, this is 45, and this is 65, and this is 266. Okay, I could have also done it for B. Nice. So let's see if it is actually bearing out. If I go 333 here, 333, 95 and 91 adds up to 186. 186. So 333 minus 186 is difficult to do, at least for me. So I do 347 minus 200. So yes, this gives me 147, which is indeed divisible by 7, 7b. So b is equal to 21, that much I got. So this is 63 and this is 84. And now I have everything that I needed apart from potentially totals. Okay, so this summation of 3, let me work 92, 92 and 84. I am taking assumed mean as 80. So 12 plus 4, 16 minus 8, so net plus 8. So okay, this should be 328. Let me add these up. 17 plus 19, 36, 36 plus 13, 49, 49 plus 18. 49 plus 18, 67, 67 into 5. So 60 into 5, 335. The total here should be 335. And finally here, taking assumed mean as 50, so 1 plus 13, 14, minus 5, minus 2, so minus 7. So 207. I have total for each subject, I have total for each student, everything is known. Let's get to individual questions. What is the least sum of marks obtained by students in any section? The least sum of marks is 207. What is the absolute value of the difference between Chandru's marks in section 2 and section 3? Chandru in section 2 has 65, in section 3 has 72. So 72 minus 65 will be 7. In which section was the sum of the marks scored by the 4 students equal to 328? It was in section 3. How many students scored more than 90 in at least one section? Pay attention, it says more than 90. So I have 1 here, I have 2 here. I'm not counting this because it is the same student. I have to count the number of students. Chandru has never scored more than 90 in any subject. Dinesh, while he has scored 90, the question asked of more than 90. So Dinesh will also not get counted. These two, Ajay and Bhushan, are the only 2 kids who have scored more than 90. So answer to the last question is also 2. And that is the end of this question. Good mental processing and good number theory based work. Now this question. In a small town called Panoti, a survey was done on viewership of a few popular kids channels in 2015 and 2016. The table below shows the data obtained from the survey. Okay. Let's go. From this table, you see that there are a lot of uncomfortable numbers. There are a lot of uncomfortable numbers. So now you have to decide. By looking at the subparts of the question, do we need precise values or do we need approximate values? Do we need precise values or do we need approximate values? If we need precise values, then our life is difficult. If we need approximate values, then maybe we can work our way forward. Okay. Let's see. The viewership of Discovery Kids increased by 2,658 in 2016. So from whatever it was earlier, it has increased by 2,658. Now I'm saying, take this as 10,500 and take this as 2,600. 57 and 58 I'm moving. 10,500 minus 2,600. So 10,000 minus 2,600. 10,000 minus 20 gives me 7,400. 7,400 plus 500. So I'm going roughly 7,900-ish. This is roughly 7,900-ish. I am not doing entire maths work. The viewership of CBs, I can do it. It will be 7,899, just one less. That is the approximation I've done, but 7,900 is good enough for me. Next is the viewership of CBs increased by about 18% in 2016. CBs, where is CBs? This has increased by 18%. Now 18%, I understand it to be roughly 2/9. Roughly 2/9. So 18.18%, no? So 2 by 9 into 7,353. I see 7,353 to be a multiple of 9, and therefore 2/9 pops in my head. I go 8, and then 1 5 is 1, and then 6 3 7. So 1,634 more. So 53 plus 34 is awesome, 87. And 73 plus 16 is awesome, 8987. This is what I should be getting. Okay. So CBs is also done. Next is in 2015, the viewership of Cartoonito was 899, more than that of Discovery Kids. So 7,900, 900 more than that. Cartoonito, I am going 800. 800 more than that. So 8,700. Sorry, not 800, 900 more. So 8,800. It should be 8,800. Okay. This is done. The viewership of Jim Jam increased by 953 in 2016. Where is Jim Jam? 953. If it had increased by 1,000, it would be 7,820. 7,820 minus 47. 7,820 minus 47. So 7,770 plus 3. Wait. If it had increased by 1,000, no, I have to add back 47. So 7,820 plus 47. So 7,867. This also works. Okay. In 2015, the viewership of Nick Jr. was less than that of Cartoonito by 158. Cartoonito is 8,800. So Nick Jr. has to be 158 less than that. So 8,642. 8,642. Cool. This is also done. The viewership of Pogo increased by 42% in 2016. Pogo increased by 42% in 2016. Now see, 42%, I see it to be roughly equal to 3 by 7. Why I'm getting 3 by 7? 7 in the denominator, I have 14, I have 9, 982. So I'm going simply 14980 into 3 by 7, which gives me 2140, which gives me 21 into 4 is 6,300 and 4120. So 6,420 more. 6,420 more. Okay, so I will go 14980 and 6,420. See how nice a number, 2020, and then 1 carried over. So this becomes 4. 1 carried over, this becomes 1. 21400. Okay, this much I have got. Nice. Next is the viewership of Cartoon Network increased by 1982 in 2016. Where is Cartoon Network? If it increased by 1982, I will increase it by 2,000 and then decrease 18. So 2,000 more than this would be 11458. So it will be 11440. 18 less than that, because this is 18 less than 2,000. Okay, the channels are ranked according to their viewership. The channel with the highest viewership was given rank 1. The channel with the second highest viewership was given rank 2, and so on. Okay, this is nice. I have pretty much all the numbers now, so I can give ranks. On the right hand side, I can give it completely. Here on the left hand side, the only number I don't know is Baby TV's viewership number, but I can of course give ranks there. So let's work. This is rank 1. This is rank 2. Oh, it looks like this is in descending order, you know. Okay. 15%, 2 by 9, 1600. Okay. 2 by 9 of 7383. Yes, this is what is challenging. No, I have made a terrible mistake when it comes to CBs. When it comes to CBs, I have made a terrible mistake because 2 by 9 is not 18%. It is 2 by 11, that is 18%. Okay. Such a terrible mistake. So 7353. This doesn't look very nice. 6 minus 4. So minus 6 is giving a remainder. If it is giving a remainder of minus 6, so let me go 7348 into 13 by 11. This is what is happening here. So cancel by 11. If I cancel this, how much do I get? 6. Then I get how much? 74. Again 6, then it is 668 into 13. So 600 into 13, I get 7800. I get 780 and I get 104. This is the more appropriate number. 748 and then 6, 1 carried over, 8684. Okay. And this trigger of why I got this number wrong is it seemed like everything here is in descending order. Here it did not. And then the rough idea also came in my head. If 7353 is increasing by roughly 1600, that is more than an increase of 20%. How is that happening? From what I remember, CBs had increased by about 18%. So roughly the number should be 8684, which fits into the idea that this should be in descending order. So this is 4, this is 5, this is 7, this is 8, and this is 10. We've got all the ranks here. Here, the highest available number after rank 1, so this is rank 2, this is rank 3, 9000, so this is rank 4, 8800, 8642. This is rank 5, this is rank 6, 7 is here, 8 is here, 9 is here, 10 is here. Okay, so I pretty much have all the ranks, everything apart from Baby TV viewership. In 2015, if the number of viewership of Pogo and Baby TV were such that one was about 110% of the other. One was about 110% of the other, which means 11 by 10. Then find the number of viewership approximately of Baby TV. So I basically need 14980 into 11 by 10. I know it has to be, Baby TV's viewership has to be more than that of Pogo. So cancel. So 14980, add to it 1498, or simply add 1500 to it. Can you see roughly you will get around 16,500. Among the available options, the closest one to that is 16480. So that has to be the answer. Next, what could have been the maximum possible percentage increase approximately in the viewership of Baby TV from 2015 to 2016? Maximum possible percentage increase. So if I go 14980, okay, roughly 14980, 20% of that would be 15,000 to 17. I'm going 15,000 to 17379. So this is not even this change is less than 20%. Change is roughly less than 20%. I know for certain, which rules out these two possibilities. And additionally, I also know this is determinable. All I have to do is I have to work with 14983 in the denominator, and in the numerator I will have 17379 minus 14983, and then I have to multiply this whole thing by 100. Value can be generated. So when I say cannot be determined, this is also not possible. So the only possible answer has to be 16%. Mark and move on. Next question. How many channels showed a growth of greater than 20% of their viewership from 2015 to 2016? Okay. Pogo, it showed a growth of 42%, so Pogo should be counted. Baby TV, we just calculated the highest possible increase is 16%, so Baby TV should not be counted. Did Cartoon Network show a good enough increase? Yes, it did. Because Cartoon Network started off at 9458, and then from the data present, where is it? 1982. No? 1982. 5 times of 1982 is more than 9500. This is more than 20%, so Cartoon Network should be counted. If Cartoon Network is getting counted, Discovery Kids should also be counted. 7900 to 10557, more than 25% increase, definitely should get counted. Nick Jr., roughly a change of 1800. Roughly a change of 1800. 1800 into 5 is 9000. So this is also more than 20%. This should be counted. Disney, there is a decrease, should not be counted. Jim Jam, there is roughly an increase of 1000. So if this had been 5000, then it would work. So Jim Jam should not be counted. CBs, roughly an increase of 1300-ish. So if this had been 6500, it would be counted. This will not be counted. 600 increase, no. And a decrease, no. So there are 4 channels which have had an increase of greater than 20%. So answer to the third question has to be 4. Hopefully nobody mark cannot be determined for question 3 because Baby TV number is missing. Just in the prior question, we found the Baby TV number. So don't fall for that trap. Next, had Pogo and Baby TV ranked 1 and 2 respectively in 2015, then which of the following would have been the possible growth rate in viewership for Baby TV from 2015 to 2016? Okay. Pogo is now ranked 1. So if Pogo is ranked 1 and Baby TV is ranked 2, so Baby TV can now have numbers from 14981. This is the max case, and the min case would be where is rank 3? 10095. This is the max case. And this is the min case. In the max case, when it is going to 17379, can you see roughly the percentage change will still remain 16%? Just because you have changed the denominator by 1, your percentage is not going to change by more than 1%. So this remains 16%. So when the question asks which of these would have been possible, I can happily rule out 15. 15 is definitely not the answer. 15 is definitely not the answer. Now I simply have to see if 50 or 73 work. If it is going from 10,095 to 17, this is going to 17379. Roughly, this is a 73% increase. Roughly, this is a 73% increase. But remember, these are the extreme points. I could very well have taken the Baby TV viewership as 11,500 to 17379. I could happily have taken this, in which case the change would be roughly equal to 50%. In which case the change would have been roughly equal to 50%. So 50% is most definitely possible. The 73 is an estimation. The 73 is an estimation because look at this. 10,000, 73% increase leads me to 17300. Now that I have 10095, if I want 73% increase, I should have 17300 plus 73% of 95, which is going to be roughly something more. No, but 60, 73% of this, 95, 73%. I don't want to get into it. I know 50% is definitely getting created. 73%, maybe more than that. I have not checked the calculator for it, but 50% is definitely getting created. This is not a CAT set. This is an outright IFT set. This sort of approximation and just going more, going less, you have to work with. in order to reach the answers there. IFT set, SNAP wouldn't give you so much calculation, NMAT wouldn't give you so much calculation. ZAT, even if they do end up giving this, it would not be a problem. In ZAT, you always have extra time available. Anyway, for this question, hopefully you did not fall into the trap of calculating heavily and getting every number precisely right, because even still you would reach the same results. I hope you learned something from this video. That will be all for this episode. Thank you and okay, bye.